Welcome one, welcome all, welcome back, or welcome to my channel. I'm Josh. In today's video, I'll be talking about small things that I do to make my home and myself more sustainable. So I'll really just be talking about things that I've started to do. I've not done much, honestly, but this video is really just to encourage you to start to take the small steps towards being more sustainable in how you are. So the main thing really is like the struggle of hearing about zero waste and how like that's really hard, and buying from sustainable and ethical brands can be really expensive and hard to come across. So this is really just about small, non-hindering like tasks and products you could switch to. So the products that I've switched to are really random, but actually when you think about it, it makes a lot of sense. So my first thing is I use a natural sponge, and you're probably like, what is that even? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I just know that I was at Bed Bath & Beyond and they were offering this like plant-based sponge thing. I should have kept the packaging. I think I showed it in one of my apartment hauls, maybe. It's made from natural biodegradable material. And that's great instead of just buying a loofah or like shower scrubbers that are made out of plastic. And when you use them every day to shower, you release microplastics down into the drain, into the sewage, which, you know, it leads to the ocean. So just, it's the small things, you know, that makes me feel better, just like using one less thing of plastic a day. And that note will lead into something else I'll talk about later. So my second and third products are kind of the same product. My second and third product are like mesh bags and like tote bags. And like, what's the difference? So mesh bags are what I use for like groceries and produce and vegetables and types of stuff like that, you know. It keeps it from being too humid, so like it doesn't get like soggy or whatever. And then tote bags I can use for like any shopping, like if I'm getting pantry items from like the grocery store, or from just shopping and I'm like, I'm gonna go shopping today, I'm gonna take my tote bags. Also in New York and I believe in California, maybe a few other states, plastic bags are being banned. So it's either you bring your own bag or you pay for a paper bag, and I and my economically friendly self would prefer not to pay for a bag, so I just bring my own bags. Also, some stores give you discounts if you bring your own bag. It's like 5 cents per bag, but still. I know Trader Joe's does this and Target, so small savings. My fourth item is like a bit questionable. It's like, is that really doing that much? Probably not, but it makes me feel better. So I got an electrical toothbrush, and you're probably like, aren't those made of metal and plastic? And the answer is yes, there's definitely plastic in there. However, I'm not, you know, buying a whole new toothbrush every 3 months. Before this, I was using a bamboo toothbrush, but I'm really trying to get into that dental hygiene. And I got the Quip line because it looks good, and I feel like if it looks good, I'll use it. So I suggest you get an electric toothbrush where you can just get the replaceable heads, or you get bamboo toothbrushes instead of just getting plastic ones that'll have to just go into landfill, because the bamboo ones can biodegrade and you can compost those, I believe. So I think we're at number 5. This goes hand in hand with the grocery types products, like the grocery bags. These are all products, of course. So this item is beeswax paper instead of using like saran wrap. I've never been the one to use saran wrap. I really just let my food, just like my produce, like the top layer would just dry, and I'd be, that's just how it is. We don't buy saran wrap. So now I like keep my food fresh with the beeswax paper, so that's great for me. They can be reused. You can just like wash it and just use it for the next item. I think eventually you have to replace them, of course. In the long run, it'll save you some money compared to just buying a whole thing of saran wrap. And you know how it gets stuck to each other, and it's not worth it. It's just not worth it. My last item for products are wool balls. And like, what are those? What are those used for? Why would I need wool balls? What? So I use wool balls instead of dryer sheets. So in the dryer, I don't put dryer sheets. I put my wool balls in there, and that helps to prevent tangling, and it helps my clothes dry faster. So love that. It also, you know, helps soften it, just not add a smell though. So that's that. So that's it for my products. I do have a few actions and things you can do in your daily life that will make you and your home more sustainable. So my first tip is to repurchase things in glass, metal, wood, other, you know, natural materials, not plastic. When I say repurchase, I'm not saying for you to dump everything you have. No, use it to its full extent. Don't just throw it out now to put it in the landfill if you didn't have to. I'm saying if eventually down the line you need new products, just get it in better materials. I'm not saying to do everything now. Again, it's not what I'm saying. I'm saying in the future, if you need new items to replenish your past items, get it in better materials. As I mentioned before with like the loofahs and like body scrubs, I'm a bit concerned about microplastics, and microplastics happen whenever you like use plastic fabrics and it gets, you know, in water and it releases tiny little plastics and it goes into our water. So to prevent that, to prevent more microplastics being in everything, just use less plastic. And it's not just in like plastic that you know about, it's plastic that you don't really consider. So it's like the plastic in your clothes, in your sheets, all the fabric in your house. I'm not saying, again, I'm not saying to go through every single thing you own and make sure it's not plastic. I'm saying in the future, down the line, maybe consider not buying plastic. If you can afford to, of course, because plastic-based materials are a bit cheaper. I get it. I'm a broke bitch just like you. I get it. I'm also trying to be economically friendly. However, sometimes you gotta find that balance between economically friendly, environmentally friendly, and sustainability. It's a whole balancing act, and I'm just telling you just a few key pieces here and there. So what I do is I now try to only buy some things in cotton or other like materials. So if for example, I need a new comforter, right? I'm gonna try to get a new comforter that's 100% cotton. And you're probably wondering, why did she just whisper that? It's because it's expensive, okay? A polyester comforter, maybe like $50. A cotton one, $130 the minimum. Like, it's disrespectful, but you know, it'll make me feel better, so I might just have to do it. My third action or like tip for keeping your home more sustainable is to use less disposable items. So like if you don't need to use paper plates or cups, don't. You could just wash. Like, I know you don't want to wash dishes, and I know you don't want to do dishes, and you don't have a dishwasher. Just do it. Just do it. It's not that much. Like, honestly, it's not that crazy. You do not need to buy plastic cups and plates because you don't want to wash dishes every day for every meal. I might sound like I'm being rude, but I feel like you're being excessive, so it's fine. So just try to use less disposable items. If you know you're gonna go out, bring a bag with you in case you happen to stop by a store, so you don't have to take a plastic bag. If you're gonna go to pick up a drink, bring your own cup, bring your own straw. It's the small things. Do I actively do everything I'm saying? No, but I'm trying to. It's really me telling you what to do. It's just giving you like tips that I'm trying to do for myself, and you can learn from it too, maybe. So my fourth action, which is kind of a product but kind of not, it's weird. It's my favorite. It's my favorite because it's about food waste. So a lot of food goes to waste, as we've found out through the pandemic. A lot of manufacturers, or I don't know what we call wholesalers of food products. I don't really know what we call them. However, farmers, agriculturals, I don't know. Let's go with farmers and harvesters. So a lot of farmers and harvesters had a lot of food that wasn't being sold because schools closed, businesses closed, restaurants closed, and didn't have anywhere for the food to go. So a lot of that food went to waste. So the things I do prior to the pandemic even was I used food waste companies to prevent food waste, to take the food that is imperfect and don't look exactly right, they're a little bit misfit, and they just give it to consumers who are acknowledging that they're not going to look perfect, but they're still edible, perfectly fine food, and also for surplus as well. So the companies I use are Misfit Market, which is mainly for produce, like vegetables and fruits, seasonal type stuff like that. And my main one is Imperfect Foods. I use that for all around groceries. They also specialize in fruits and vegetables as well, but I like them because I can just buy any grocery. It doesn't have to be specifically produce. And my last tip in the actions item is to reuse. Oh, look at that. The full recycling trilogy. Remember that? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Reduce is using less disposable, and reuse is like using things that you typically would throw out. So recently I've been keeping glass jars. glass jars from pasta sauces and glass jars from stuff like peanut butter and like mayonnaise and like, I don't know, random just glass jars. I've been keeping those lately just because I kind of want to have plants. I'm gonna be one of those people, yeah, I know. I'm not there yet, but you'll see it when it happens. So I've been keeping my jars for my future plants, and also I'm using it as storage. So whenever I have like beans and rice, I just put it in the glass jars. Instead of just getting rid of those and then buying glass jars, I'll just keep the ones I have. It's a beautiful thing. So that's it really for this video. So this video is really just about doing what you can and not hurting yourself in the process. And when I'm saying hurting yourself, of course, change is good. Doing small things to change and make yourself a better person, yes. However, do not actually cause yourself stress trying to change immediately at once. That's not fair to you. Okay, so I'm just talking about doing small things here and there, but of course I'm still encouraging like growth and doing better in the future. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you did enjoy watching this video. Comment any thoughts, concerns, or anything. I'm wearing these headphones this whole time just for like a microphone, so don't judge me. This one's falling out. That's it for today's video. Thank you. Bye.